Hey peoples, it's Nightwing here, bringing you yet another review. This time it's Super Mario RPG for the Super Nintendo. Story for this game. My voice is a little bit better, but I'm gonna talk quiet because I don't really want to project too much. The basic story for this is Princess Peach, or Princess Toadstool, gets kidnapped by King Koopa, or Bowser, whatever you want to call him. And this is kind of the prologue of the actual story to the game. So you venture out as Mario to go rescue Peach from Bowser, and you fight in like this really cool kind of chandelier battle. And you rescue Princess Toadstool, or Princess Peach, again, whatever you want to call her, and something happens that Mario isn't used to. I mean, he's just beaten Bowser, and all of a sudden, this earthquake just happens, and this sword comes shattering out of the sky with all these stars rolling around it, and Mario and company are just kind of like, okay, what's going on? Anyway, Smitty is his name. He's like this evil, dude who's like worse than Bowser. Basically comes in, he kicks Mario, Bowser, Peach off and sends them in the various directions of the Mushroom Kingdom. Then Mario goes to confront Smitty and he destroys the bridge. And this causes Mario to set off on his journey to go search for these star pieces so he can, well, basically get Bowser back into his castle and defeat this evil bad guy. So that's pretty much the story. You collect these star pieces, and you get Bowser back into his castle. That's basically it. Not much there. Good game, though. Alright, concept for this game. You're probably wondering what the concept is even really about. Well, this is kind of like a traditional RPG, where turn-based battle system. The only difference between this and other RPGs is this is the first RPG to use timed battle techniques, where it's kind of cool. You can do like these 2 or 3 attacks, and you can also defend using these attacks by pushing the A button and stuff like that. So the development team really made kind of a cool concept for the RPG, and it makes it kind of pretty cool. Another thing about this game is there are different characters that Mario meets along his journey. Who we're seeing right now is the Crybaby Mallow, who has some cool magical powers, since he's like a child of the sky, but we'll get onto that a little bit later. Mallow is also kind of like, I want to say, the sidekick character to Mario in this. Think of him kind of like Luigi, except he has a lot of comedic timing in here, and he's a very, very funny character. He's a klutz, he's a crybaby, and he's just a lot of fun to watch. And as the story progresses through this game, it gets really, really good. Another character that's new to this series, he's called Geno, which is this doll. And Geno is actually a big character everybody wants for Brawl and stuff like that, but he's owned by Squaresoft and company, Square Enix, excuse me. Geno has, like, basically he shoots like these little pellets or bullets, rockets, whatever you want to call it. Bowser actually plays an interesting role in this game as well. He has a lot of comedic elements. He has a lot of, like, he's very shy, and it's kind of like a rivalry, basically between, like, Mario and Wario, except Bowser. And I enjoyed that a lot about this game. Bowser is a very, very strong character. He's not very bright upstairs in this, but again, like, for what this universe is, it really plays to what Bowser's strengths are. And he is a very, very strong character. He uses a chain chomp to kind of beat the baddies. He has other uses too, like he can break down obstacles, and he can get you into places that you couldn't get into before. And he's also a funny character to watch. Princess Peach is actually in this, and she is a big crybaby. I'm sorry, Peach fans, but she does have some cool uses other than being the crybaby princess. Like, she can slap enemies around. She can also be used to heal your party, like in any regular RPG. It's also fun to just slap them around, hit them with a parasol, frying pan. But don't let her crybaby looks fool you. She is a really, really strong character. Controls for this game. How do you explain a control system for an RPG? Well, what makes this game a little bit different than other RPG games at that time and beforehand is in this Mario RPG, you can actually avoid the battles if you don't want to fight. All you do is you just move your character around. You can jump over obstacles. You can just kind of zoom around and avoid people if you want to. And when you actually do get into a turn-based battle, the timing mechanics for the game makes it pretty simple for just about anybody to play. Your Y button is your special attacks, and you use flower points to kind of accumulate how long you can do these special attacks for. I'm sorry, I still have bronchitis, but I'm doing the best I can. The fighting mechanics with the time attacks, all it is you just do the A button, like right when you hit the button, as soon as you attack, you hit the A button again, and you do your time attack. It's very easy, and you can also do that to your defense as well. Designed for this game. Well, I do have to say that the developers did a really, really good job of not only making this like a 3D Mario game, but just what they were able to do with the Super Nintendo. This had graphics very similar to Rare's Donkey Kong Country and Killer Instinct. They did a really good job of incorporating what Square basically developed this game, what Square saw the Nintendo universe as, and there are just a lot of really cool worlds to explore. I'm not going to say levels, because RPGs do not have levels. They have areas or places, towns, stuff like that. So, just, again, the developers, there's a wide range of different places. One of my favorites was the Cloud, or Nimbus. History for this game. Okay, this is the final Mario game to be on the Super Nintendo. First game that Mario, Peach, Bowser all work together. First Mario RPG. Last game to be developed Mario-wise for the Super Nintendo. And it's the final game to be done by Squaresoft and Nintendo until 2002. Bad aspect about this game. That would be that, as cool a character as Geno is, he has one attack that's called the Geno Flash that basically, it's really dumb. He turns into a cannon and he shoots people, and it just doesn't... it's a very, very weak attack, and it doesn't really work that well. And it kind of takes away from Geno's cool factor. Another thing that I hated about this game is the fact that you end up throwing out so many items. Now, for RPG standards, this game can't hold a lot of items. You can't level up that high. I think the highest level I've ever gotten is a 50. I just get too bored. And just the fact that you end up not being able to store weapons and items, and you have like no bank, nothing like that, it's just a pain in the neck. Good aspect about this game. That would be that the story for this game is very, very cool. Not to mention, it's entertaining and it's a lot of fun to watch. It's hilarious. Half the stuff that happens in this game, the writers and the people who worked on this game just gave it such a very cool feel. It's not just a Mario game. It's a very well-crafted RPG, and the story that you watch while you're playing this, it's so very cool. It's up there with some of the best RPG stories ever. Not to mention the cameo with my favorite character, Link from The Legend of Zelda, is actually in, I want to say Rose Town, like near the forest, but I know I'm probably wrong. But, oh well. Anyway, the fact that Link is in this game just gives it a good rating anyway, because, I mean, he's in it. The developers threw him in there. Also, there's F-Zero, Star Fox cameos, Yoshi's in the game, Samus Aran is in the game, there's, like, Donkey Kong character, but enough about that. There are also tons of fun little side quests you can do, and fun mini-games that you can play on the course of your journey, too. So it makes it very Mario, and just a lot of fun to play. Another cool thing about this game is the fact that they make fun of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. They're called the Axum Rangers. It's just hilarious. Again, this is just a very funny game. It gets an 8 out of 10. Good replay value, a lot of fun. Well, that does it for me, everybody. You have a great weekend. God bless, and thank you for watching. Sorry about the copyright stuff, but I think I have to do it from now on. Ciao.